I'm Halima Sadia Qureshi. I am a consultant clinical psychologist, CBT practitioner, as well as master practitioner neuro-linguistic programming. Today we are going to discuss without any delay all those 5 techniques which I definitely used in my clinical practice, and most of my clients with very much severe depression came out of it, who were the threat for their own life as well. So don't miss the chance to get out of this depression and beat this depression on your own by using and utilizing tried and tested techniques which are practiced by a consultant clinical psychologist in their practice. The first one we are going to talk about is, first of all, we have to accept the problem we are facing. That is the acceptance, which has worked wonders for most of the client, as sometimes it has been seen and it has been understood that definitely I understand that my emotional state is different, so I just accept my condition. But most of the time this acceptance is quite different from the acceptance we are hoping for and we are targeting in. That acceptance is actually that is going to make you aware and self-aware about your own triggers, identify your own thought patterns, identify and locate those areas which makes you more down. So the acceptance just does not mean that to accepting your diagnosis only or accepting your emotional state only, but it is about all those triggers and we can say expanding your awareness towards those trigger points and towards those areas which are actually the culprit for your situation, because every individual is different and you must be understanding that every person who is experiencing depression or is sad or down like you used to experience, but every person is going through a different condition. So first we have to accept that our situation is quite individual and what you are facing is what is individual to you. So you need a customized plan to accept your condition. To get this done, there is a very easy way to get this done on your own as well. One thing you need is just a notebook and a pen, or just your mobile phone is going to work for you as well. First, what you have to do is to just write down those situations in the last week or in the last 2 weeks or over a period of 1 month, whichever has made you more down, depressed, sad, in which you were not feeling much hopeful, most of the time felt lethargic, low energy, low motivation, low concentration, or any of such condition. If you have ever experienced that, then just write those situations down. And once you have listed all those situations down, now just notice all those situations which you just clearly memorize and which you can clearly remember that what were going through your mind. So just now notice those thoughts. Take a moment, because it is something that you are recollecting for the first time, and now you have to do it in very much detail, because then you are going to see the impact and then you are going to see that how the change comes in, and when you are going to understand your own condition, how it is going to help you to accept it better. So take your time and write down the thoughts most relevant into those conditions which were troubling you, and make sure that those thoughts are not just the description of the situation, but those thoughts are some sort of I statement, some sort of personalized things which you were thinking about that particular, about you most probably, or about the situation or about other people around. So just be specific and just don't narrate the situation over here in the thought section. And when you are labeling and when you are going to notice and when you are writing down those thoughts, now let's focus on the feelings, that that specific thought made you feel about that. And once you have done that, now do this same activity for 2 to 3 different situations, and now you are going to get 2 to 3 or 4 to 5 different thoughts as well. And then you are going to get the same for the feelings, maybe 5 to 10 more different feelings in those situations. And now when you have got all of them, now try to figure out the commonalities in those thoughts, in their themes, in their feelings. And if you can now figure out if any of the 2 thoughts, any of the 3 thoughts even, most of them are similar, if you can find even 1 or 2 pairs even, then you are better able to accept that these are the actual situations. Either it is about someone who is doing something and then you are getting a message about yourself, about something worthlessness, about something helplessness, about feeling stuck, about being hopeless, about being helpless or something, if the theme is similar, then you just got the trigger point that what situation is that next time you have to avoid, and which are the situations which can make you more disturbed and which can disturb your state further. So this is first time where the acceptance of your own situations or acceptance of your own triggers, because without accepting your own condition, without accepting your own thoughts, and without accepting your own feelings, we cannot move forward towards fixing something. The second technique which you can utilize is the social support. So this is very much neglected area and which work like a magic sometimes. The social support which is very much minimized when the person is feeling down, depressed, sad, or he is not in the good state, or he or she is not feeling just that well, and because of that fatigue, lethargy, laziness, whatever we name it, sometimes people it gets really hard for them to get out of their home, to get out of their room, even to communicate with their family members, even to communicate with their friends. They are unable to hang out, they are unable to go out for a walk or something, or even anything, and the one reason is the same, that I can't find myself and I can't find that much energy in me that I can move around or something like that. So that just pulls them back into their room or into their home, and they just restrict themselves into their own life. So this is what is enabling that cycle of depression or sadness to go round and round and make their depression more worsen. So if you are unable to find any of the social support around in your family, in your friends, and anywhere, if it is very hard for you to figure out and to find a very good and healthy social support, then what you can do is then just get out of your home, or get out of your room, or if you are a hostelite, just get out of your space and just try to communicate to the random people, in the street. Just go for a walk, just sit in the park or somewhere where people are coming and going, and just take 10 minutes of your day, or you can start with just 5 minutes of the day, to make it a habit, just to make yourself feel better. If your target is to feel better, then there are few things for which we just have to force ourselves. For example, we sometimes, if we are going through some physical illness or some physical condition, then we take that medication, or we take some medicine which we don't really like about that, but we take that because because we know that this medicine is going to help us in this condition to get rid of that pain or that something which we don't like. So just take this as a medicine as well, that take 5 minutes of your day from 24 hours of your day. Just take 5 minutes or 10 minutes according to your condition, how severe your condition or how severe your symptoms are right now. So just take 5 to 10 minutes and go out for a walk, and just talk to anyone, a stranger, a guard, a person in the park, an old couple sitting over there, or some kids around, or anyone, or just go to the shop and just buy something and just inquire about something else or something like that. So it is also going to help you to get out of that zone and be interacting, because that social support or that socialization is actually going to give you the sensitivity to your life. It will get you back in touch with life, because what we used to do in depression and sadness, the person is experiencing more isolating themselves until they are going to hit the wall and they are secluded to the corner. So the first thing to break is that hesitation and just get into the situation of socialization. And this is what we have talked about, the worst case scenario. Let's come back to some other opportunity for social support and socialization, that when you are having some family around, then you can make your comfort zone better. There are few people that you might be hesitant to talk about everything, and you might be resistant because you think that they are not going to understand you, they are going to judge you, or they can't help you out into that. So there must be some few people in your family whom you can trust, so you can talk to them openly. Apart from them, there must be some few friends. Maybe you are having those friends right now in your present studies, academic area, or in professional or work life, and some of the friends which have been really good, but they have been in some other city or in some other university or some other college. So what you can do is to have a regular chatting session or a conversation over the phone with them, and just schedule it for the day so you can feel more light, and you can say something whatever is going through your mind, because keeping everything to yourself is actually more harmful than helpful. Talking to other people and sharing your own thoughts maybe give you an avenue to broadcast, maybe give you an avenue for a cathartic release in which your emotions and you might feel better about your situation. So now come towards the third tip, and the third tip is to exercise physically, exerting into something, doing a ritual, doing a routine. And as I have discussed already, that in the tip number 2, in the technique number 2, when you are looking for the social support, both of them can collaborate with each other sometimes, like going for a walk and talking to someone or something like that. Or you can exclusively, you can try something at your home or outside or somewhere. You can join a gym for workout, or just doing some physical activity at home, for example some sort of workout which you think is appropriate for you. And I am not talking about a half hour 15-minute workout, just 5 to 10 minutes. You can start with 5 to 10 minutes, and that could be a walk, jogging, trekking, hiking, any sort of exercise at home or at gym. So this must be something in which you are utilizing your physical energy, because what it is going to do, that it is actually activating those neurotransmitters in your brain which are actually helping you to make feel better, to be more happy in your mood, to be more joyful, excited, to release those neurotransmitters which are exclusively very much important for you to have, which sometimes are achieved through medication. So if you are not taking medication right now, and you are willing, that you have the willpower, that you can recover and you can get out of this present episode which you are experiencing, then you can try to get this done, that do some exercise to naturally get those neurotransmitters activated and those things working in your mind and brain, which are going to help you to change your state. Now let's come to the second last tip, and that is that fourth technique, which is to establish a routine. What we are going to talk about in establishing a routine is that when we are following a routine, something is expecting us to be doing, something is in our mind expects us to be doing. And when the person is depressed, down, sad, or they are unable to find some energy or motivation to get out of their bed or out of their room, so what is there, that they have lack of motivation, lack of goal. There are no goals left behind that they can pursue to make their day more purposeful, more achievement you can feel. So establishing a routine will give you a sense of purpose, sense of motivation, sense of energy, that yes, you can do something. And when you are going to establish a routine, just make it more simple, more realistic. Don't go for an ideal goal, like for example, as we have discussed about the physical activity, then we are not talking about that not doing any physical activity or not doing any walk for the last 1 month, 15 days, 1 year, and just start and just decide today that in this week I am going to have a 30-minute walk daily or alternative day. So this is going to be very much ideal situation, and we can say not an ideal but a very much unrealistic situation. So what we are going to talk about in establishing a routine, just make small little goals, because doing something then nothing is always better. And when you are doing small things, then your mind is going to get the message that I am actually doing something, and that is the feeling of achievement, success, that yes, I am meeting my goals. And when you will start meeting your goals, your mind is going to get some new messages about the successes and about how the things are moving in your life and how you are feeling more accomplished. So start with the mini goals, like 5 minutes of walk, or like 5 minutes of any of your hobby which you must have been leaving, or you are lacking interest into those of your hobbies. Just take 5 more minutes or 10 more minutes of every day or alternate day, or depending upon the situation how much you are following. If you are doing any activity for once a week, then just start doing it. Establish a routine to start doing it for twice a week maybe. And if you are not doing any activity similar to that which you are planning to do, then if you are for the first time starting it, then just start it for once or twice a week. in a week with a duration of 5 to 10 minutes, and then increasing it gradually per week. And exactly this is going to happen with all those things. If you are working on academia, and if you are studying or making some goals at your workplace or in socialization as well, so all those areas, just establish a routine that from the morning until the evening, just make a flexible schedule for yourself, because don't get rigid about yourself. Just be flexible in your routine, but just add few of your hobbies, physical activity, social support, and these are going to help you in your daily life. Now let's discuss the last one, and that is establishing and engaging into healthy habits. Now, what are the healthy habits? Healthy habits could be having improved diet. For example, diet has a very big and very massive impact on our health, on our physical health, on our mental health as well. And when we are talking about the healthy habits and the healthy food choices, then nuts, dairy, and something like that, and full of nutrient, food full of nutrient is going to help you to get out of that depression. I hope all these techniques you must have learned, and if you have any questions about how to apply them further, then you can always leave a comment, and we are going to get back to you to give you more detailed or personalized picture that how you can implement it in your own life, because a lot of my clients have recovered from their severe depression, and they are moving around, working around, and they are significantly working really well, more active, more motivated in their life. So I hope this is going to also help you as well. Most of our viewers demand about the topics they really want, and you can also comment below, or you can share your own suggestions on which topic you want more information, and we will get back to you. See you next time into the next video. Have a good life.